Ever wonder why you stick with one online brand when there are, I don't know, a million others to choose from? It's no accident. Getting you to be loyal, that's the holy grail for businesses. Today, we're going to crack the code, figure out exactly how they use social media to win you over. All right, let's get into it.
No, really, take a second. What is it? Is it just the stuff they sell, the price tag? Or is it something else? Something, deeper. That feeling you get from how they talk to you online. That feeling that turns you from just another person who buys stuff into a real, genuine fan. Because, let's be honest, the online world is so crowded and noisy, right? It's a constant battle for attention. And for these businesses, figuring out how to get you to trust them and keep you coming back, well, that's literally the difference between making it and just fading away. So, how do you find the real answer? Well, instead of just guessing, one team of researchers decided to dig in and find the actual data-backed proof. They wanted to know which specific social media tactics build those real, lasting relationships with customers. And what they found? It's basically the playbook.
Okay, so how'd they actually do it?
Well, they came up with this really cool two-step investigation to get right to the heart of what makes us loyal online. Step one, they went straight to the insiders. They sat down and did these super in-depth interviews with 24 different businesses. They were basically hunting for clues, trying to spot the patterns in how these companies were talking and engaging with their customers to build that loyalty. Then comes the second part, and this is so important. They took all those clues they gathered and put them to the test. They surveyed 300 actual customers. Because, it's one thing for a business to think something works, but they had to find out if it really held up with people, like you and me. And you know what? After all that research, they found it. It wasn't some single magic bullet, though. Nope. It was a list of 7 key ingredients that, when you put them all together, create the perfect recipe for earning loyalty online.
So here they are, the 7 building blocks of loyalty. You've got personalization. That's what makes you feel like they get you. User-generated content, which is just stuff from real people, not the brand. Then you have communication and word of mouth. Think of it like the new town square. Of course, there's emotions, connecting on a human level. And then the nuts and bolts, promotions and great customer support. Every single one of these is a vital piece of the puzzle.
All right, let's kick things off with personalization. And I'm not just talking about getting an email with your name on it. We're talking way deeper. The study says this is about a brand truly understanding what you need, what you like, your preferences, so they can create an experience that feels like it was tailor-made just for you. Next up, word of mouth. And in today's world, this is so much more than just chatting over the fence with your neighbor, right? It's online reviews. It's when you share a post. It's tagging your friends. It's when customers basically become the brand's best marketers. And they do it for free. But here's where it gets really interesting. These 7 things don't just work randomly, like you can just throw them all at a wall and see what sticks. No, the research showed they fit together in a very specific order. A formula, really, that builds loyalty step by step. Okay, but before we get into the actual formula, we need to get one thing straight. There's a huge difference between being satisfied and being loyal. The study points out that satisfaction is, well, it's kind of passive. You're happy, you got what you paid for, end of story. But loyalty? Oh, that's an active relationship. That's when you become a true fan, a supporter, someone who's out there cheering for the brand. So here's the bottom line. Before any brand can even dream of getting that active, hardcore loyalty from you, all of their social media efforts have to build one single thing first. And that thing is trust, genuine trust. It's the foundation for everything else. So the big question is, which of these ingredients builds the most trust? Well, the data couldn't be clearer. The number one factor, and it's not even close, is word of mouth. Think about it. What your friends or other real customers say about a brand means so much more than any ad they could run. After that, the next biggest trust builders are seeing content from actual users and getting that personalized experience we talked about. And all of this brings us to the complete picture, the whole path to loyalty. It's a simple 3-step journey. First, brands use these 7 strategic social media activities. Second, if they do it right, that work builds up customer trust and satisfaction. And it's only after that's in place that they can finally earn what they're really after, your lasting, active loyalty. Okay, so we've got the code, we've got the formula. But what does all this actually mean for you and me?
And what should businesses be taking away from this? Well, for businesses, the biggest lesson here is huge. It's a complete shift in how they should be communicating. The old way of just shouting ads at people, that's over, it's dead. The new model, the one this research proves works, is all about a two-way conversation. It's about listening to you, engaging with you, and actually responding. And what about for us, the consumers? Well, now we have the playbook. We can see what's happening behind the curtain. So when you see a brand answering comments, or sharing a photo one of their customers posted, or sending you a special discount, you know it's not just random. You're watching them lay the bricks, putting those building blocks of loyalty right into place.
So why do brands care this much? I mean, why go to all this trouble? It really comes down to one incredible statistic that was cited in the study. Get this, a tiny 5% increase in customer retention, just keeping 5% more of your customers, can boost profits by anywhere from 25% all the way up to 95%. That is just wow. Loyalty isn't some fluffy feeling. It's a massive financial game changer.
So here's a little challenge for you. The next time you're scrolling Instagram or buying something online, just keep your eyes peeled. Try to spot these 7 ingredients in action. Which ones do you see? Because understanding this code, it does more than just make you a smarter shopper. It pulls back the curtain on how these modern digital relationships are actually built.